So here's a great old tune. I'll play a little bit of it for you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pockets you haven't got a penny. As for your friends, well, there ain't too many. They might have heard that by Eric Clapton, or way back with Derek and the Dominoes, or maybe Bessie Smith or Nina Simone, but it's an old tune. It was written by a fellow named Jimmy Cox back in 1923, and rumor has it that he wrote it for a friend of his who was fairly wealthy and then hit the skids and found himself without any money and without any friends. Imagine that, huh? So, this tune has been covered by lots of people. It's a pretty straightforward 16-bar blues. Most blues is either going to be in a 12-bar or 8 or 16-bar pattern. And I'm doing this in the key of E. Now I'm using the C chord group, but I have my capo here in the 4th fret, so that puts me in the real key of E. So the chords that I'll be playing will look like chords in the key of C. And if you wanted to move it in either direction to find it better for your vocal range, that'd be easier to do with the capo. Or if you want to play an open in key of E, that's a great way to play blues tunes as well. So it's going to start off with a little walk up from the G note up to C, which is a real standard walk up intro for many tunes. It's got a 16-bar intro, and that is exactly as a 16-bar pattern that repeats through the whole song. So it's got a measure of C in the beginning, and then it goes to an E7th, which is not in the key of C. The chord in the key of C is actually E minor, but this is an E7th. I refer to it as a borrowed chord. It's got to be there to make the song sound right. And then I go to an A minor, which is in the key of C. Most people play it from C to the E7th and then to the A7th. That may be the way you've heard it before. Da 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 da. Now I like to put that minor in there in place of the A7th. I put an A minor in there because this is kind of a sad song, right? Wouldn't you say? And it's similar to an old tune called the St. James Infirmary, and that minor chord I think adds a lot. So that's the arrangement that I use. And then after the A minor for 2 bars, it goes to an F, and then an A major as a 7th, and then a quick D minor, A7, back to D minor. That's the end of the 8th bar. And then it goes to an F, 4 chord in the key, and then it goes to a diminished 7th in the 4th fret, which I'm going to call a C diminished. Actually, it could be any one of 4 different diminished, but that's for another time. And then it goes back to C, and then walks down to the A7, and then 2 bars of D7th, which is a 2 chord, and then 2 bars of the G7th, which is the 5, and walks you back to the beginning of the progression. Classic, what's referred to as a 2-5 turnaround. The D7 to the G7 sets you up to go back to the 1. So I'll hold this chart up here for you so you can see what I'm doing. Now, it is, as I said, in the real key of E because my capo's in the 4th fret, but I'm playing the C chord. So I'm talking as if I'm playing in the key of C, which makes it fairly easy to understand. The last 8 bars, the ending there takes off where you're in the 12th or 13th bar of the original progression. Everything sort of slows down a bit, and you'll see how that all goes together, provided I can make it all the way through to the ending. This is live recording, no overdubbing here. So we'll see how that happens, see if I get through it. Here we go. Once I lived the life of a millionaire, spent all my money low like I didn't care, taking my friends out for a mighty good time, buying that fancy liquor, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. Didn't have no money, Lord, and no place to go. I ever get my hands on $1 again, gonna hold on to it till that eagle grins, 'cause nobody knows you when you're down and out. For your friends, well, there ain't too many. You ever get back on your feet again? Everybody wants to be your long lost friend. It's mighty strange, Lord, without a doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Here's the break part, so all you hot lead players can play those cool Clapton licks right here. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pockets you haven't got a penny. As for your friends, well, there ain't too many. You ever get back on your feet again? Everybody wants to be your long lost friend. It's mighty strange, Lord, without a doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. So I put a little C6 there at the end to kind of end it in a little bit of a jazzy style. Also, I moved that diminished chord up from the 4th fret up to the 7th, and then grabbed the C in the barred E form and walked it down to the A, and then threw in a D ninth followed by a G ninth, which just gives it a little bit more of that bluesy flavor. So anyway, that's how I play it, and hopefully it'll help you learn how to play it the way you want to play it. And if you need any more help or have any other questions, I do instruction online, and I do an email consultation for questions. There should be an email address on the screen here right at the close of this video. So thanks for watching, and have a good day. Bye.